All right, good morning, brothers and sisters. Today is November 18th, 2016. I have something very important I want to share with you. This is a dream. I didn't have this last night, but the night before. I had it on the night of the 16th, the morning of the November 17th. Okay. I'm going to tell you what I saw, and then I'm going to tell you what the Lord revealed to me through this. And we'll see what you guys think. Okay, here's the dream. I was down in our town here. There was absolutely nobody in town. It was like a ghost town. There was nobody there. And it was dark, and I was standing on the side of the street across from our courthouse. As I stood there, I knew I needed to get penicillin for my husband. I don't know why, but I needed to get him this medicine. Now, as I stood there, I saw the doctor. You guys, I just gave you the dream the other day that this doctor has always represented the Lord. So it's crazy that 2 nights in a row that, or even like, no, actually it was 3 dreams in a row that this, I know it's the Lord. So as I stood there in the street, I saw him enter the courthouse. And I stood there for a minute, and then I decided to cross the street to go over and ask him if he could help me get this medicine. But when I went over there and opened the door, it was locked, and I knew it was too late, okay? So I think a lot of you guys can probably are already understanding what this means, because a courthouse represents justice, it represents judgment, trial, and persecution. All right, so the door was locked, and so I walked back across the street to where I was standing, and then I got on my knees, and I wrote on the ground, "Happy Birthday." Now, this part, you guys, is pretty much wowed me. What the Lord showed me here is that we are at the end of the 6,000th year. Now, I did a lot of research last night and this morning, but I do have some information here for you, but I'm going on complete faith what the Lord showed me. Sometimes it's hard to even know how to start explaining stuff. Okay, now, what he showed me was that from the time Adam was created, or, he's talking about mankind. Mankind is going into the end of the 6,000th year. We know that God created the world in 6 days, and he rested on the 7th. We know that that man was created on the 6th day. There's just so much scripture you guys can go in and look at this. But I knew he showed me that we are about to celebrate the ending of this 6,000th year. And after I wrote this on the ground, I got up, went around the corner to a party store that just happened to be open, and I went in and bought supplies to celebrate for this party, this birthday, okay? And then I went back. Now, when I went back, the scene changed, and suddenly I was in a car with my husband. We drove to the post office, and I'm still, worrying about this medicine, when all of a sudden I saw the Lord, the doctor, again, in a red car behind me. And the car wasn't driving on the ground. It flew in. He parked really fast. He got out, and he looked at me and said, "I got your medicine. I got the penicillin." So I was trying to understand what this meant. And what I come up with is my husband has no thyroid. He had to have it removed. So he has medicine that he has to take every day or he will die. Now, it could refer to that. It could refer to the fact that we know we're going to go through some times here before we go home. So maybe the Lord was just simply saying, "Do not fear, I will provide for you." Because that is the one thing I do think about. It's like, okay, I don't need anything, but my husband does. And Brian agreed with me on that. He said, "Ron, I've always known that the Lord will take care of me." So maybe not us in particular, maybe this is just a general message for everyone to have faith and not worry, but because the Lord will provide for us, even during a time when nothing is available here, not to worry, the Lord will provide for us. And I do believe that. And I believe that's what that whole scene there was about. Now, there's the thing about the 6,000, you guys know I had a dream not too long ago that I was celebrating 120 years. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard this. It even speaks of it through the Bible, of God's 6,000-year plan. The last 1,000 years we know is where God reigns on earth for 1,000 years. Now, all through the Bible, it teaches that Christ will return to the earth for a second time at the end of 6,000 years. It's in Genesis 1, 3 through 31, 2 through chapter 2, 2 through 3, and then in 2 Peter 3, 8. So all through the Bible, it teaches about this plan. I mean, God is a God of order. You know that, like I said, you work 6 days, and then you're to take the 7th day off. So, anyways, God said that he would not strive with man forever, only to 120. Now, I don't believe he was talking about 120 years because Noah was a lot older than that. What he was talking about was 120 jubilees. So if you take 120 jubilees times 50, that equals 6,000 years. And I've always known this. I've known this for a while, you guys. So I was really surprised because I had been wondering, you know, when nobody really knows. I mean, God's timing is not our timing. He doesn't have time there. So even myself have wondered, when is this 6,000 years going to be up? So I was absolutely floored that he showed me that we are about to celebrate the ending of that 6,000 years. Okay? So this 6,000th year is almost over with. And then we'll be going into the 7,000th year. So, I mean, going through his word, I was doing some studying on different scriptures. So going through his word, he says that he's not going to strive with man past that time, which is 6,000 years. We know that that's the time that there's going to be a lot of things happening. We're going to be going up. You got the 7-year tribulation. You got the second coming of Christ. So we are going into all of this right now. And I do firmly believe that he was telling me last night that judgment has been sealed. Okay, he went in the courthouse. The door was locked. I could not get in. I could not speak to him. This has just clearly told me that it's set. Okay, there's nothing we could do about it. Judgment is here. Okay, I don't know when, but we need to prepare, as many of the watchmen have been telling us that we, you know, what we need to do. We need to prepare. And I just thought this was absolutely amazing that he showed me that we are at the end of the 6,000th year. Now, it's just, you got to, and the Bible also says a year to, or a day to God is like 1,000 years. This is why I'm talking about 6,000, or, you know what I mean. So, sorry, I'm a little bit excited and just a little bit wowed by this. Absolutely amazed. I didn't quite know what to think, but definitely he showed me that we are getting ready to celebrate the end of this 6,000 years. This is the time of man. Okay, after that, we know what's coming. So, I don't know how long this is going to be. I wasn't given a time frame. Nobody knows the day. Nobody knows the hour. But I still can't hardly believe that he showed me that. And the fact that I went to go get the party supplies for this party. Usually when I do that, I do it like just a couple days before. I don't plan birthdays weeks or months ahead of time. So, let me just make sure I go over everything here. Yep, and the penicillin, like I said, it could be relating to the fact of about people that are on medicine and that will need that during the times when things are really crazy. So I really felt that part of the dream. The Lord was just saying, don't worry, that he will take care of us. So I think I covered everything, you guys. Yeah, pray on this. I'm asking you. I'm a little bit somber today because I'm just like, I can't believe it. Even my husband was like, wow. And he doesn't usually get too wowed. So, pray on this, you guys. Pray for confirmation. I would love that if you guys would do that. To see, make sure I'm on the right track, you guys. But, holy cow. I love you guys. I plead the blood of Christ over this video and over every one of you guys. And, yeah. I hope you have a great day. Let me know what you think. All right. Bye.